Alrighty, we got slate ready. Let's roll sound. Y'all speeding? Sweet. Let's do this thing. Belmont Tracks is the full vision of something. I started as a Belmont student. My friends and I had a little thing called the Belmont Tapes. Single camera, little sessions. I knew that I wanted to try and find a way to bring that idea back. We had the idea to bring on Dr. Ko's remote recording class. So that was a full academic class that was specializing in recording out of the studio.
So when it comes to the audio side, there are a lot of different things that have to be considered. I know one thing was the actual layout and how we were going to structure and have all of the microphones, the different types of microphones, the stereo microphone techniques used. And not only myself, but the entire team as a whole, we were able to put our heads together, come up with different techniques and solutions on the fly that allowed us to make sure Belmont Tracks got the best audio possible.
I also talked to Rick Bingston, who was the head of the video production program, and he had a class that also fit kind of what we were hoping to do with the Belmont Tracks.
I think Belmont Tracks is an integral part of our undergraduate students' education. It's professional, there's collaboration with a lot of other people, and it really takes this team effort to produce the quality of videos that you see when you watch a Belmont track.
My big thing is storytelling, and I love hearing people's stories and where they come from and what inspires them. And it was just a really great experience to get to know them on sort of a deeper level. With Belmont Tracks, we're showcasing the art and the artist. So it was such a great experience to just let their stories be told.
A lot of these artists were people that I didn't personally know that well, and certainly didn't know their backstories. And so when I was doing those interviews, I was truly hearing some of their stories for the first time, and I was just as fascinated as I'm sure you all are hearing their motivations for writing these great songs.
One of the first questions we had with the Belmont Tracks was, where the heck are we gonna do this? I had been in a meeting about a year before our first filming. We walked into this space, which is the Gallery of Iconic Guitars. I kind of pocketed that in the back of my head, so that when it came time to find a home for the Belmont Tracks, that was one of the first things on our mind. We reached out to Molly, who runs the special collections, and it was a resounding yes, and how can we make it happen?
The Gallery of Iconic Guitars is a special place. It's about the joy and the love and the craftsmanship. We're always looking for new ways to inspire students. Having Belmont Tracks here just made sense.
I feel like the vibes in the room are always fantastic. Everybody is always cheering on all the artists. All of the crews are always having great conversations with each other, working together, finding the best placement of microphones or best camera angles or things like that. So it is definitely such a positive, collaborative space that I have loved being able to be a part of.
I was literally sitting in the room today and looked up and I was like, wow, I am the only staff member in this room and there's 30 people in this room. And that was a really cool realization of just how skilled our students are and just how bought in everybody is to this idea and this project.
It allows them to say, hey, we have something to add to our portfolio, our resumes. This is something that we were able to work on while we were attending Belmont University. For Belmont to be able to say, hey, let's highlight our students who are not just musicians. Let's make sure we highlight those who are doing videography. Let's highlight those who are doing audio. That's the cool part about Belmont Tracks. It highlights everybody. That's how I feel about that.